mic. That was stupid.
Accidental clip. So yes, yeah, I was homeschooled. I was playing a lot of guitar.
Yes.
Learning a lot of shit ton of Metallica songs.
So you were like actually from like fucking from yesterday when we were talking like you were actually playing guitar more than you were studying your studies.
Yes. Yes.
So like
I said,
you're supposed to be doing schoolwork, but you're probably playing guitar more than you're supposed to be working on your work and shit.
Which was dumb too, because I mean not dumb. It was just like when it came down to it, like I told you, it took me like 6 to 8 years to graduate, get my diploma. When it came down to it, I needed it. It took me 2 weeks to finish school. Because I just really dug into it. Bam, did all the testing, did everything, done, got my diploma. But I was just too focused on playing guitar. Loving every bit about it. Learning everything I could. And then, where were we at? Oh yeah, so okay, here's
all right,
here's
man.
that person. Here's the next part of the story. So
so there's four years in high school. You said it took 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 8. I graduated when I was 22.
Damn, fool, for real though.
Yeah, just because I was like on the earlier videos, I was saying because I was lazy about it. All I do is read books, solve equations.
Did y'all even have internet by then and shit?
Yeah, it was. We had
Is that how you?
That was another distraction because I was talking to some girls on AOL Messenger.
Oh shit, man! We're fucking that. We have to bring it back to that concept. But all right.
Yeah.
So where are we at? So you said you're like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say right now. What were you gonna say? Are we losing it? Oh,
we're losing it. We're losing it, guys.
Stoned.
Yeah, stoned. 101. Anyways,
do you know where you're going with it? Do you need to
regroup? I was going with
should we stop?
No, so my brother got me my first guitar.
Guitars.
And I was playing it in the back room while watching porn at the same time.
Really? Playing guitars and jerking off at the same time? That's fucking pretty impressive, bro. I don't know how you do with that. You're just like rubbing it on the back at the same, like rubbing it on. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why she likes my finger work.
Okay. So so we got 4 years of fucking high school here. Lot of beating off and guitar learning. Not so much the academics. And so where's the music leading you to? So for 4 years, are you just fucking like locked?
Here's what I was thinking about. Okay, so yeah, I started learning a lot of Metallica songs. Started learning tabs. Learning some of the cool songs I thought were cool at the time on the radio. Nice guitar parts. And then I started just creating my own stuff from what I learned. I'll sit there just jamming whatever chords I learned. And then
early on you started like after you know like your drive was to like learn everything you could, like packing it in, and then it gradually you started like making your own riffs and stuff.
Yeah,
that's fucking dope.
I learned the songs I wanted to learn.
So how old are you at this time? What is the earliest that you can remember that you started making your own?
15, 16.
And you're like, yo, this is my shit. Like I fucking like this is.
I would just create, like I wouldn't write songs. I would just create
like riffs.
It's music.
And you're like, yo,
this sounds cool. I'm gonna play this.
So who do you like? So you're like, you're creating your own thing. Like, are you running it by people? Like,
No, there's still some songs to this day I haven't run by anybody that I've
played
before.
So you're not like showing anybody this shit. You're just like coming up with your own things and like. Are you writing notes and shit?
No,
it's all in your brains.
Mm-hmm.
To this day.
I could remember some of the songs I've written that I've created
that nobody know.
Yeah.
So you're not like, you don't be like you know what I'm saying? Like
I've tried it.
You ain't like ever like whipped it out at a party like, yo, check this shit out. Ain't nobody ever heard this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't ever done that.
I have a few times, but a lot of times people don't pay attention. They just think I'm fucking around. But yeah, I've busted out a few during our practices, during Evil Ashes practices. I bust some of them out sometimes. Sometimes they stick. Sometimes it doesn't seem like anybody's listening.
Man, we never know what the fuck you're doing, bro. It ain't even like that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because I've never said...
We don't know if you're like fucking where the fuck that's coming from.
I've never said like, yeah, I wrote this lick like...
I know, you never be like, yo, check out this shit I did. You just like fucking constantly playing.
I'll play it, and if nobody
latches onto it because they don't know that that's original shit, bro.
They don't like it. Didn't work.
That's some hater ass shit, motherfuckers. Fucking hater ass shit.
Everybody was talking. I was like, all right, I'm gonna play this song I wrote without saying anything, and nobody latches on. All right, I guess it wasn't cool.
Man, god damn it, Johnny, man.
Cheers. But yeah, I've done that quite a bit.
All right, so I kind of cock blocked that shit. What where we go? Where are we at from there then? So
from there, okay. So I started writing my own.
You're jamming out. You're like starting writing your own shit now. Like you're getting some vibes and shit. Like then where are we at?
Then I updated my amp because the first amp I had was like a small little crate. It was like a 10-inch little crate that I got. And it had some nice reverb to it. Spring reverb. Sounds so good. And then the more I got into it, I went to Guitar Center. I found a nice little classic. It's a crate classic. I forget what the actual name of it was, but it had some nice reverb to it. It was a double 12. And I was still homeschooled. I was playing guitar in my room. And I could turn it up. It had a dirty channel with the equalizer and a clean channel with the equalizer, so I was able to get my sounds right. And then I freaking started playing lead solos with freaking. Oh, it had such a clean, dirty channel, overdrive channel. I was just started ripping it in my room. And then we were living at the house. In our backyard there was apartments. I was just ripping it, and then I heard some other guitar player in the apartments behind me just ripping it, and we just kind of have like battles. we battled each other. It was so fun. I would take a break, kind of like the studio. You know, you stop playing and you can hear everybody else in the room playing.
Right.
But it was my neighbor.
Yeah.
I'll just take a break. He'd be ripping it. Then he'd stop, and then I'd start just freaking rocking out. And then, we did that for a couple years. And then I moved out of the house. Comes to be like 2-3 years later. After I started skateboarding, and then I met Lance. You know Lance?
I do.
And then we were friends for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, before I realized he was the one living next door to me. We were the ones having guitar battles next to each other. And then We played a lot of music together.
You met him what? You met him skiing? What?
Skateboarding. I met him through skateboarding.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
And then, like, we were friends for, like, 2 years, and then we started talking, and it was like, you were the one that lived next door to me? He was like, what the fuck? Like, this.
Y'all lived in the same apartment?
We had a house, but behind the fence was apartment complex.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I had no idea he lived there until, yeah, like 3-4 years later.
So this is like important. You started hanging out with him, and you guys didn't even know that you guys. How long was that before you like realized that you guys were the ones that were like doing that?
I would say
the Guitar Wars.
I would say about a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, this one dude, fucking, we play guitar. Would be like, yo, yeah,
so
shit, that shit was.
So what
me.
happened was, yeah, because we were skateboarding. I met him one morning because he's a schizomanic panic attack, definitely manic, all that. So one morning I went out early, like 6 a.m. and I had just built a freaking nice skateboarding box, mani pad for the skate park, because our skate park at the time was kind of shitty. So I built a nice box, and I was just out there by myself, doing manis, nose manuals, back manis, kickflip manis. Had nice rails on the side. I was just tearing up this box, and then he shows up. And then we start having manual competitions. And then, like, yeah, we hung out for... It had to have been a year. We were just skating together. And then we went to my homie DJ's. Shout out DJ. DJ Kiltz. He invited us out to Gardnerville to skate this thing. It was like an indoor skate park that his homie built. And so we had an hour to drive. And so we're driving from Yankton to Gardnerville. And then we start talking about, like, kind of what we're talking about now. Like, okay, like when do you start playing guitar, this and that? It's like, you were the motherfucker that was living right next to me when I was jamming out, and you were the one jamming out, and we were freaking having battles. It's like, dude, no way. No fucking way. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. And then we started a band.
Okay. I think we should pause it. That's the next section. And what is this leading up to? So that was your first band, right? Correct?
Yeah.
And so what was it called?
That's when I started playing music with with somebody else I had never really known.
Was that your first band?
That was my first band that played live, yes.
And what was the name of it?
Stagger Straight.
Again, for the people?
Stagger Straight.
Staggered Straight.
Stagger Straight.
Stagger Straight. We're coming right back. And it's, if you've been watching, this has brought you up until this moment. The first fucking Johnny band.
That first Johnny band.
Stagger Straight. Fucking episode coming up right after this, motherfuckers. Anything else you want to say about it?
111. We'll be right back.
One. Cheers. 1.